Good evening and welcome to 16-Bit's stream of Assassin's Creed 3. Now, it's literally just finished installing, so we can actually start exactly bang on time, which is great. If you have got any questions, guys, while I'm streaming, then get on the chat, ask them. If I can answer them, I will. I really will. But there's enough about me talking, because really you're not here to watch, or you're not really here to listen to me speak. You want to see Assassin's Creed 3, so let's play. Oh, and maybe I should have checked before just turning it on. Luckily, this shouldn't take too long. It's not quite how I expected to start the live stream, so if you are watching, I sincerely apologize. I did have a much better plan in my head. But we're nearly done now, so it doesn't matter too much. We'll just leave it a couple more seconds. And then we will be going. Here we go. Right, take 2. Assassin's Creed 3. We'll bypass that part for now. I always forget about all these bloody Uplay features you've now got to have just to actually get into the game.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Okay. Nice little glow stick we've got. Can't run on it like that at the moment.
We're here. Let's go.
Part of the game to get forward rather than walk through a tunnel.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Oh, there we go. I guess they're going to pop later. Lost my glow stick though, so hopefully we won't need that. Oh, a bit more functions now, can run around a little bit more. Oh wow. An animal, I think
we're here. key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
Time for the tutorial.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know,
I think we'll
making
just do
sure
a
I was
random
okay.
set and then bit of a jump.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be
Controls
communicating
still pretty
with
the same
you,
so far,
and I
nothing's
didn't
changed.
want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it.
Right trigger still.
And
just
I know
remain
what
running
I'm
and
looking
jumping.
for, by the way. It's a key.
And obviously, then you just need to direct him.
Just no
pretty
idea
much
where it is,
to
though.
Go. Oh, I did that kind of jump
Guess that's
automatically.
why she
Didn't press
triggered the
anything else
bleeding
there.
effect.
Automatically did that kind
She-
of large jump.
Juno,
Normally, you'd have to
Dad.
hold press A.
She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of
Yep,
quick
holding right
tests,
trigger
make
and
sure there aren't any
everything.
major
Doesn't hard work really
issues.
for you. You just got to hold RT. Kind
All
of
right.
point him where you want him to go.
What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Slide down. Okay, a bit more climbing.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Okay, so we've got a bit of an air assassination here. Okay. Jump. What was the one here? We just come behind him and take him out. Jump the gap. Seems easy enough, doesn't it?
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen somehow. Quite nice tutorial how it's all kind of changing, all kind of very slowly
That's a
being more into the kind
constraint.
of world that
These
I'm
are
gonna
optional
do.
objectives that raise your synchronization rate.
So yeah, I'd like that. It's all kind of changing
All right,
around
Desmond,
every time we get
follow
further
the
into
on-screen
world,
instructions and
it
kill the
materialises
two
just a little
Templars.
bit more. That's a really nice feature, that is. Okay, full synchronization, good. You even changed costume.
All you have to do here is jump
Building
the
of the
gap.
world as you walk through it. It's really cool. I hope it looks as cool watching. Guess we're going to the opera. Very fancy place to start the game.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
A still gives us that kind of fast walk option. Animus database.
Sir.
Just kind of details
Everything
really
all
obviously
right,
about
sir?
I guess,
Yes.
areas that
Fine.
you're entering.
I'm just preoccupied.
Back out that
that's
now.
all.
Don't forget
Going
your
on.
invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Could stand here for a while, I guess, but no, let's get on. Let's see what's going on for the show.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Here's our Eagle Vision back.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
It's time to launch our fascination attempt.
My apologies.
Bit of a camera problem there. Microphone's up here. Climb up balcony. I'm surprised no one's seen me do this, but yeah, but okay. I guess everyone's very
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
taken
Can't
by
tell you
the,
how happy I was to hear they'd
show
mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once.
It's quite dark.
My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business
This is
then.
the opera though.
Do you see him?
And a statesman because he's so great thinks he's
Yeah, nice little empty one. We'll go near them. Find the boat backstage. Okay. Oh, so we can pick locks now.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are
Rotate L
watched.
to find attention.
You'll need to find another way up.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but
I already have.
protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
Okay, that's not a bad little
She will
pick
order
locking
matters
experience. That
so
was
as
pretty
to
good.
bring her off.
As the wench is very active and
Aha, that
industrious,
looks very familiar.
satisfy that our
That
My
ledge.
apologies.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
a lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I
Okay.
told him what would come
Bit of a
to
ramp, I reckon.
not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve.
Oh,
I may venture to book
I think we'll better get off before it ends up on stage.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation. I can get
There we
more
are.
by her staying here.
Betty has brought more goods into our lofty year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women skate. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women.
Okay, and we've made it on stage.
Without dispute,
And
she
a
is
couple of
fine woman,
mishaps
because
nearly.
I was obliged to my education. And to say a bold word, she has strength up the wall. This woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught how we know. Her very light can cheat when love is gone. She strips us of our money with her. Woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught how we know. Her very eyes can cheat when love she's coy. She tricks us of our money with her. Like
stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
I wonder how long that'll last before the screams start. Ah, there we go. It's time for us to make a fast exit. Let's push these people out of the way.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But I'll...
Better keep moving. Very dark, that part.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Taking people on.
Yes.
Head down.
But then you would have known. For what it's worth.
I would assume they would have actually locked the doors.
I'm sorry. As am I.
Makes sense that they would lock the doors. Oh, luckily not this one though.
Stateside balcony! Hurry!
Come on, please! Over there! That man there! Seize him! A man was killed in the upper balcony.
Oh my!
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone? No pushing, please!
Patience,
Order! We must have order!
The man was killed up there!
Have order!
We must leave at once.
What are those? There's a killer about. I'm staying where it's safe. Hey, brother. Move! Move!
Hey!
Imbecile! Order! We must have order! Where are you going? I'll search it on here. You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
The start of
By
the
your
game. Now I know I said I'd mostly do half hours of the gameplay, but you know what? Let's push the boat out. I'm going to keep going for a little bit more and see how much more we can show you. But I don't think we'll do that sequence again.
Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as
Has
yet
a bit of a
unknown,
sing-song, it sounds like.
unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Ah, no, there's something here. There's
Go
a treasure
forth,
box
Hatham,
maybe, or something?
and bring honor to us all.
No, just something around the sky. Oh, play a game. So you know what? I think we will approach that later. The Faragon. And let's get you. Hopefully, maybe we can do action. Oh, time to interact with this guy. Very much wanted on this ship, haven't I?
Some fresh air might do me good.
Time for the fighting tutorial.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question,
Oh,
if
okay,
I
I
may.
see. So holding B.
Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found
Now there you
that
go, hold B. I actually got it
sailors
right.
fare far better on the
Holding
open
B
seas
just
than the
keep
rest of us.
parrying.
I hope to discover
Parrying.
why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in
Oh,
your
that's a
endeavors.
bit of a hit. Attack a
As
bit
do
now.
I. Thank you for the kind words.
Nice little combo there. Okay, so B to counter, X to knockout. I like it. Wow. It's a bit brutal, that one. Here we go, let's do a bit of a counter. Counter him first. Colin, attack me.
Captain?
There you go.
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Oh.
Inconvenience would be
Time
an
for nice.
understatement.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days
Coming
that
to
we
the
might
A.
accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So, like.
And yet here you be. Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this. That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
Give him a douse on the yacht!
Finish the hotty-toddy!
Look at how he bumbles about. Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side do you on anyway?
Character. Badass-ish.
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid, have you?
No. But you should be.
Unite him with it!
Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
One more pondering.
What's the meaning of this? Captain! Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
The game's definitely a good-looking game. I don't think anything kind of...
There's your knife back.
Next kind of gen or anything, but it does look nice.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
We still have our main kind of objective and also
I don't want to argue.
optional objective.
In
This
fact,
one here is not to do
I need a favor.
less than 10% of my health.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm
side
the
game
only
guy.
hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?
He's the... Let's fix the cook this time. We spoke to the doctor earlier, so...
Good day.
Very fine dancing there. I can now see the man on the barrel.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
I know it needs to be done, but...
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up. He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face in too, so we can't see him watching on.
Time to go and investigate some food for them.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice? Go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Time to do an end day again.
Are you James?
Aye.
Atham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Speak of the devil.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
I'm sure I could.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's cut our rations.
Time to have some fun.
Claims we're not provisioned.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine, as we're stuffed with tinned fish and biscuits.
Time to duel. Ooh, some environmental part. I like that. With a bit of attack now. Okay.
Curious.
Ooh. He's dead. That was a finisher and a half.
Curious.
Nasty business, though. You think the peaceful endeavors of holy men?
I wonder if this could be maybe the first part of our kind of Atlantic ship tutorial.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels
fine.
serve as markers.
Break the ship.
They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted
Yeah,
aft!
pretty big
She's
wave.
making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the...
Okay, got run down.
Brace!
Jump.
Everybody down!
Okay, we'll jump over this. Oh, land on
A
the people.
warning
Whoops.
shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so.
So we need to,
Now return
run
to
down
your
quickly
cabin.
now.
Or do I need to have you escorted?
This guy's everything. Assassin, sailor.
Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
this is going to be
But
fun.
it does.
What do you mean?
Time to climb the rigging. I'm hoping
Did
we
you
can jump
think
here,
you
yeah?
could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't
Oh,
notice?
yes, we can. We flip
That
around?
we wouldn't follow?
Yeah. Haha, this is cool.
So that's what this is about.
I like this.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
Oh,
If you wish to treat me with
there you
honor, give me a sword.
run out here. I think
You
run's probably the
sure
best idea, actually.
this is how you want to play it?
Have to do a bit of rerunning, I think.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm.
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
Rescue something.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was
Arm
madness.
yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
very top. Land ahoy!
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Take them! You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you! Secure that tackle!
Well guys, I think what we will do will be finishing the off. It's going to last a little bit here. I'm hoping this is enough just to kind of whet your appetite. Well guys, I want to thank you very much for joining us on our live stream of Assassin's Creed 3. There is so much more to share, and we literally just hit the iceberg of what the game is going to show you. So I just want to give you guys an idea of how this game is looking. Because from just that small little bit, it's a really nice bit of gameplay. One thing that was really good was
thank you.
kind of combat system. Hold B as your counter, or holding B as your parry, and then to disarm someone as B and then A, and then to hit them and it just felt really nice and fresh, because I don't remember any of that in the last ones. So thanks guys for watching. We are going to do so much more Assassin's Creed 3. This is literally the tip of the iceberg. Really, it's the tip of the iceberg. So you can expect much more content from us. I will be putting this video up onto YouTube, so once it's obviously been completed, you'll get to see the wonderful video on YouTube. But once again guys, I just want to thank you so much for joining us this evening, and keep checking www.16bits.co.uk for everything that goes on that we really think is pretty cool in the world of gaming. Make sure you're following us at 16bits games. And we're also on Facebook as well, facebook.com/16bitsgames. And if you've got any feedback, guys, then please let us know. So, once again, thanks for watching. This is Adam Tumar signing out for one evening. Don't worry, guys, because we will be back. Thanks for watching.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle it. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?